All-American last year. So here are the Irish to possess first, coming off a 16-11 defeat of Marquette on the road Saturday. The Irish scored 2 times in the opening minute of that contest. Iago scored all 4 of his goals in the second half as he makes his way out to the net front. Brock Bellarmine, the junior, slides it out for Will Majerus.
There we go, there we go.
Majerus finds space. Iago on the inside. That didn't take long. His first Arlotta Stadium goal.
That goal starting from up top with Majerus just really does a dodge back towards the middle of the field. And like we touched on in the open, Iago finds that open
up the year. There's Will Angret, grad student, started all 14 games for the Irish last year, son of another Notre Dame alum. Back to X for Bellarmine, and the Irish have another one. This is Luke Miller with his 3rd goal of the year.
Notre Dame doing a nice job really not only distributing the ball, but finding the right shot too. So Angrick on the side brings the defender out. They really start passing the ball around. But of course, the attack for the Irish, like they did last week, and worked together again today. The dodge coming up top, and then Miller just on the crease.
2 goal scorers, Iago and Miller, who are busy in Milwaukee Saturday.
There we go, Irish, there we go.
Jeffrey finds some opening and puts it wide. Shot clock does come back to 60 for the Irish as we're just over 4 minutes in.
There we go, there we go.
Jeffrey gets himself free and scores another for the Irish. A 3-0 lead out of the gate in the home opener.
Jeffrey couldn't capitalize on that first dodge, but this time, given the Irish moving the ball around the offense quickly, just goes right down the middle of the field, even with defenders collapsing on him.
Trouble though in transition, and Bergen's there for support again.
Another strong defensive stand for the Irish.
That's their strength coming back from last year. Got a couple of All-Americans in the mix with Sean Light and the long stick mini Will Donovan. They've had no trouble so far with a Bellarmine attack that returns its top 3 from a year ago. Quick acceleration and another Irish goal. That's Jalen Seymour to make it 4. Now Seymour was efficient on Saturday at Marquette, scored on both of his shots, and he wastes no time here today.
And this is just too much space for Seymour. He gets a step on his defender instantly, and from there his hands are free.
And in full with Donovan.
Irish defense is not disappointing right now. Another strong stance, especially when the offense extends for that full shot clock.
Notre Dame led the ACC in scoring defense a year ago. And in good form out of the gate today. Can the attack make it 5? Out in front, Seymour seeking his second, and he goes upstairs for it. Back-to-back goals for Jalen Seymour. And the Irish have a 5-0 lead in the first 8.5 minutes.
Again, just too much time and room for Seymour. I know that first dodge he was running down the alley, but here catches it because the slide is late.
Here we go, here we go.
Maharis darts back and misses high. The Irish will keep it with 43 to shoot.
Come on, Irish.
Miller threw it away in the direction of Maharis.
There we go, there we go.
And Angrick has to go chase it down.
Phenomenal check by that Knights defender.
A couple of dodges for Jeffrey. And a goal for Maharis. Too easy right now up front for Notre Dame.
Look at that move by Jeffrey. Just fakes down the alley, gets the defender to bite. And then he draws the slide.
Off. And Notre Dame can go to work on a potential 7th. This is an Irish squad that
There we go, there we go.
historically dominates the month of February, home openers included. They're 33-3 in home openers under Kevin Corrigan. Max Buzenkill
Here we go.
sends it back to X. Now out front, Fisher Finley with the 7th for the Irish.
Continuing to work the ball around, that skip pass finds
it's
Finley
that concept that
and just launches it down to Bouncer. Goes high past the goalie, and a new goal scorer for Notre Dame now.
Come on, Irish.
Angrick spots Iago on the backside. Iago scored the opening goal of the contest for Notre Dame. Quick shift by Lally. He tries from distance, and it ricochets home. Teddy Lally becomes the 7th to score in the opening quarter for Notre Dame.
Lally displaying his quickness. Dodges down that alley, plants his feet, grips it, and I'm sure that's one Hudnut wants to have back. Looked like he almost saved it, deflected off of his stick.
For keeping the Irish their foot firmly on that gas pedal. Another miscue off the draw for Bellarmine. And so Diaz-Matos and the Irish claim another.
Here we go, here we go.
Lally picks up speed. Buzenkill back to Seymour, and a hat trick in the opening quarter for Jalen Seymour.
Notre Dame not forcing any shots, but really just finding the open man. Seymour again with a step down. The slide is a little late. Keeps it high to high.
There we go, there we go.
Here come the Irish again. Christian Alacqua with some quickness. And he'll peel back and allow Notre Dame to bring some reinforcements down to the play. The Irish trying to put 10 on the board before the second quarter arrives. Bellarmine's made a goalkeeping change, by the way. Andrew Hoffman, the freshman Louisville, Kentucky native, is in there now for Hudnut. And he has no answer. 10 on the board for Notre Dame, and it's number 10, Will Angrick.
Angrick finds his spot up top, and he goes high to high as well. You can see he plants his feet, steps down, and almost drills that corner.
Now time more of a factor for the Irish on this third restart.
Come on, Irish!
We'll go back to Yago. Reaching play by Maharis. And it's wide. Well, the shot clock reset looks like it will. Extended time in the attack for Notre Dame. And Yago finishes the job with his second goal. Sixth of the year for the Air Force transfer Josh Yago, the man who put up 7 points against Bellarmine last season, is on his way again.
Great find, and again, the spacing that Yago sees. The dodge starts it. Bellarmine keeps his head up. And then Yago tiptoes around the crease, making sure he doesn't land until that ball goes in the net.
We're taking some checks from Alakwa. Got himself free, but Ricciardelli intercepts for the Irish. Still nothing yet on the offensive side for the visitors. As Alakwa transitions Notre Dame, they'll have a chance to go for goal, and another quality stop from the newcomer freshman, Andrew Hoffman.
That's how momentum builds, back-to-back saves like that.
And more on the other side, takes some contact and puts it in. Flag goes up. But the goal counts for Ezra Moore. Ricciardelli pleading his case with the official. Looking for an illegal entry there against Moore, who got in tight and took a bump from one of the Irish defenders. It was light. What'd you see there, Brian?
Great save on the defensive end, and this time Moore is just so good.
Here's Ezra Moore, who just scored for Bellarmine, trying to turn free of Giuliano. Moore looks to the other side. And the Irish will take control. Room to fire and finish for Brock Bellarmine. And he's the 9th different to score today for Notre Dame.
Starting at the defensive end, bringing the ball down in transition. You just have numbers, so it's a simple fast break drill. Slides late to Bellarmine, and he finishes it.
Backside. Bellarmine just couldn't quite get to it. The Irish with comparatively a much slower second quarter try to strike again, and Finley does. No question this time. (13-1) Notre Dame. Fisher Finley with a goal disallowed earlier makes it 91 push-ups so far today for that guy. Irish by 12 at Arlotta Stadium. Final 4 minutes of the opening half. In Notre Dame's 2026 home opener. This is game 2 of the season for the Fighting Irish. Already game 5 for Bellarmine. And the 7th all-time meeting between these two. The Irish have won all 6 up to this point. Last contest played between these two programs, separated by about 4 hours, was in 2021. Out in front, the Irish score again. Will Maharis with his second.
Bellarmine showing off his vision. Has the shorty on him, which means I got to slide quickly. Majerus knows that. Cut.
The Irish patient. Now Majerus makes his move. Angrick stopped again. Hoffman with his 6th save in the second quarter.
Hoffman again seeing that ball all the way through. Notre Dame might have to think about changing levels instead of keeping it high to high.
Bellarmine couldn't clear in time. The Irish will go right at goal again, and this time the flag flies, 2 of them, and Notre Dame has a 15th goal in the first half. And it was Angrick. I make that Iglesias, the freshman, with his first career goal.
Freshman to freshman on this goal. Started with Notre Dame on the clear game.
Both ends. Couple of dodges from Fisher Finley. He'll go to X with Picorni. 10 seconds to go. Picorni cuts back. Buzenkill on the front porch. And a buzzer beater for the Irish from Brock Bellarmine. 16-1 at halftime. Ryan, it does not get much better than what we're seeing from Notre Dame today.
It does not. This offense is firing on all cylinders. And I love the way that they're sharing the ball right now. Bellarmine has been sharing it pretty well. This time he gets it, and he capitalizes right here on the shot.
16-1 Notre Dame. The Irish scored 10 times in the opening quarter, 6 more in the second. And it's Bellarmine with the finishing touch on a dominant opening half at South End. Meanwhile, Kevin Corrigan and company trying to keep things rolling for the Irish as Ziggy Ionessa makes a physical play on the faceoff for Bellarmine. Now hustle off as Notre Dame takes control. Here's Bellarmine for the Irish working on a 5-point day. Back to Will Majerus, who has a couple of goals. Bellarmine down to the Air Force transfer Yago, who hustles out to the front door, has a man, and the Irish have another goal. Bellarmine all over the score sheet this afternoon.
You see a little two-man game, and both defenders slide to Yago, and so that leaves Bellarmine open. And what I like what Bellarmine does is he moves up the field. By doing that, not only are you increasing your angle, but you're forcing the goalie off of that pipe as well. And so you can finish on the inside if need be. But now he has his hat trick today.
What a day for Bellarmine in just his 3rd collegiate start. He's put up 3 goals, 3 assists to boot. And the Irish show no signs of a second half letdown. They score just 35 seconds in. Now a face-off win for Nico Madden, the junior. The Knights have an opportunity to answer. A great find. But the finish not quite there as Richard Daly held his ground. Joe Alley actually did put it home. Beg your pardon, Joe Alley with the goal for Bellarmine. And the first of the new half of the Knights who do come up with the answer.
They get the face-off win. They get the goal. Just a nice find of Alley on the crease there.
Takeaway for the Knights in their end. They'll have a chance to go back-to-back. As they transition through Luke Healy. Good to see him back and healthy after taking a big hit from Sean Light in the first half. Ty Washington lowers the shoulder and peels off of Thomas Porrell. And keep an eye on 23 for Bellarmine. John Alley has not scored yet today. His next goal would tie Bellarmine's all-time record, and it'll be a goal from elsewhere for the Knights. Jack Fischel. As the flags fly, Bellarmine has scored each of the last two.
Again, getting that face-off win, patient on the offensive side. The screen helps for Fischel to have enough room to get by his defender. And you see how he brings his stick from low to high. That's why the slide came from Notre Dame so quickly, and he wasn't able to get much more of an angle before Richie Urdelli saves it.
Third save for Richie Urdelli. As the Irish move it up ahead quickly and find the man. Another save as Angrick could not put it through Hoffman. This goes out, Notre Dame will keep it. Looks like that ball might have just gone wide straight up, so no save for Hoffman, but his presence certainly felt. Jeffrey has it blocked, second chance, they score. Wilma Harris. And he has himself a hat trick, the third for Notre Dame with at least 3 goals today.
Right place, right time for Maharis. On the rebound, catches it, 5 or so yards from the goal. Without any defenders there, his hands are
right.
Former face-off standout at Notre Dame.
Turning shot doesn't go for Luke Miller. Chaos in front, and the Knights emerge with it, courtesy of Matt Curtin. Curtin's one of their more experienced guys on the back end. He makes his 26th career start today. And Notre Dame's right back on it. Breakaway chance. And another Irish goal. It goes to Behrman. His 4th. As Notre Dame capitalizes on the ride and goes up 19-3.
From the turnover, Lally's riding, disrupts the pass, intercepted, and then it's just one-on-one with the goalie. Fakes for a moment.
So it'll be a 1-minute extra man opportunity for Bellarmine. With 6:04 to play in the third quarter. We'll see it again as Ezra Moore tried to shimmy shake by him.
That's high too. Giuliano's feet, they're in the right position, but the check is high and his hands are too far apart.
Bellarmine's 4 for 12 man up this year. That ranks 56th nationally. Notre Dame, meanwhile, faces a man down situation for the first time this year. Alley to alley. How about that? A behind the back setup from John, and Joe makes no mistake. A brotherly connection capitalizes on the extra man opportunity for Bellarmine. A highlight reel goal. Running in the family here at South Bend. Maryland last week. A little more than 5 minutes to go. And the best chance so far for John Alley to tie that goal scoring record. And he just couldn't quite put it home up top. He's got the recovery though for Bellarmine. Alley tries behind the back and he has tied the record. What a way to do it. Career goal number 113, and Kyle Plaisted's got company atop their Bellarmine goal scoring list.
And he wanted to make it a difficult goal. He's high up on the crease. Light is a little late to that slide, and just the behind the back.
As well for Notre Dame, Alex Zepp has taken over, making his 19th career appearance. He played in 4 games last year. He's in between the pipes for the first time since March 15th of last season against Michigan. So the 2 starting goalkeepers are done. As the Irish look to flex more of their offensive depth. Gavin Burley's lefty style, top shelf. And the 20th of the afternoon for Notre Dame.
Continuing to show off their depth. Dodges to the center of the field, has his hands free, and knowing that he's about to get laid out from that slide, still buries it from deep.
Second career goal for Gavin Burles. The big 6'5" midi. And the push-up counter reaches 20, as you might have just heard there. Bellarmine's got control with Nick Fergie, senior defenseman. He'll make a run at it. And a goal for Joe Alley. And the Knights seem to have found something in their offensive game in quarter 3. Hat trick for Joe Alley now.
The Knights sharing the rock well. The skip pass.
Hoffman, who saves another. And the outlet's right on for Bellarmine. Azure Moore, watched there by Declan Cook. They'll give it up. John Alley for the record. Bellarmine has a new goal-scoring king. It's number 114 in the illustrious career of John Alley.
The Knights playing some team lacrosse here with the behind-the-back pass. He has a step on his defender. Gets upfield. And then the shot is just tough.
Dylan Faison was also a 3-star football recruit and a wide receiver, just like his older brother Jordan. Another block shot there from Bellarmine. Goaltender Hoffman comes out looking for a ground ball. It's not there. And the Irish can reload with 20 to shoot. Ball on the deck. Piccone looking for it. And he cashes in. So multitasking for Brady Piccone. He picks up the loose ball, turns and finds the back of the net.
Heads up play. There's a scrum for the ground ball. Piccone with quick hands to scoop that up. And the fact that he's a natural lefty just makes that shot easier.
He comes here, and then, of course, 2 more top 10 teams right after that. That's the nature of the schedule for Notre Dame year in and year out.
It is. When you play in the ACC, you have a tough in-conference schedule, but credit to Notre Dame. Some big out-of-conference opponents there early on, too.
ACC opener for the Fighting Irish is March 28th at Virginia. Notre Dame's got another goal inside the first 20 seconds of the 4th quarter, and it belongs to Gavin Lynch, first of his collegiate career.
Nice cut through the center. Dishes the feedback very quickly, allows the step down. And he knew that was
the man-up opportunity, which had scored on during the 3rd. 1 minute for a slash.
Might have got him up high, too, in the helmet. You know, if that was on the stick or the front arm there, may not have been called, but got to make sure to keep those checks low.
Bellarmine shares the ball to start off the extra man. And now another goal. That part of the night's game certainly looks good. It's Ty Washington, who came in with 5 points across his last 3 contests. And he's found the back of the net.
Making the most of another man-up opportunity. Washington follows where the pass is coming from, plants his feet. And again, those, even though they had a little bit of momentum, he chooses not to force anything and get some offensive middies on the field.
Here's one of them, Ben Burmeister. His father, Paul, was the radio voice of the football program here for a number of years. Now over at NBC, he was a quarterback at Iowa in his college football days. Sforzo upstairs. And it's his 3rd career goal.
The Irish continue to add new goal scorers today. Just a split dot.
2 for 2 in the EMO game on Saturday.
They did a nice job of utilizing the center of the field in those man-up opportunities against Marquette. We'll see if they do something similar here.
Boost and kill at the top of it. There's the shot. And Lynch misses the target. Notre Dame retains control. 30 seconds to go in the man-up chance. Turning shot down low. And Ryan Sforzo does it again. He sneaks it through for his 2nd consecutive tally.
Sforzo does a nice job coming from the low part of the crease, cutting to the ball, turns around and finishes low.
Goals in the 4th quarter. The Irish now 3 for 3 in man-up opportunities this season. "26 face-off wins now out of 33 draws for Notre Dame. They've just been suffocating in that area, enhancing their ability to play make and take it lacrosse, like you said. Another flag, it'll go against Bellarmine. As the Irish try and score regardless, they sure do. Jake Vasquez, the sophomore midi, with his 2nd collegiate tally.
Notre Dame's getting close to that 28 goal mark. Skip pass here, the step down. Like they might have a man-up opportunity.
Kevin Corrigan receives an explanation as Lynch heads into the sin bin. Pushing call. And Bellarmine, which has scored a couple of times at man up, will have just a 30-second opportunity here. John Alley to the front porch. Bellarmine capitalizes. It's Fischel. And it's another man-up goal for the Knights.
To your point earlier, the Knights are doing a phenomenal job capitalizing on these man-up opportunities.
Right in front of the goal crease. Shot clock resets to 60, and the Irish keep control of it. Vasquez has room, and he's made it the greatest offensive performance in this building's history for Notre Dame men's lacrosse. 26 goals. And Arlotta Stadium record falls. It's held up since the building opened in 2010. And this goal from Vasquez is number 26 for the Irish today. Well, Olmach makes the save on the first shot to go against him. Notre Dame breaks the other way in a hurry. Olmach, the third Notre Dame goalie to see the field today. The starter, of course, was Thomas Ricciardelli, who made 3 saves, 4 goals against. Alex Zepp was in there after him, 2 saves, 5 goals against, and now an early stop for Olmach. As the Irish have a chance to fire, and it's a 27th, the first career goal for Colin Kenny.
The Notre Dame offense is just not stopping. 2-man game with the screen.
Of course, the Knights will continue on the road after this. They'll be at Detroit Mercy on Saturday, then St. Bonaventure a week from today. As including this game, 5 of the Knights' next 6 contests are away from their home in Louisville. The Irish grab control, and they'll aim to tie that record again. Lengthy run from Perel. Perel to the flank for Kenny. Now up top, Burley's well set up. And the Irish have 28 on the board. A record tire for Notre Dame's men's lacrosse program.
Even with the Irish losing some key players on offense last year, it does not matter. The depth for this.
Man up chance is complete.
That's a statement there that Notre Dame's just looking to run that clock out.
Faison for his first, airmails it, and the Irish will keep control. Just 8 to shoot, however, with 1:34 to go in the game. Lynch, and it's an offensive performance that rewrites the record books for Notre Dame men's lacrosse. 29 goals, the most in a game in program history. My goodness, what a day.
Impressive to say the least. Nice dodge up top with Lynch. Fakes like he's going left. Brings it back to his right. And buries it high.
Brilliant display of home opener lacrosse by the 7th-ranked team in the land. Brian, it's even more impressive when you again remember that Notre Dame lost its entire top 3 of attackers from a year ago. This is what they're doing.
I mean, guys like Chris Kavanaugh, Jake Taylor, legends here for Notre Dame. But doesn't matter. New season.
Oh, how about
new
that
record.
bounce? Joe Alley went behind the back. It hit the post, and then it hit the foot of the goaltender, Will Olmach, to trickle in. Well, luck is on his side right there, and it's another highlight play for the Alley brothers. Take a look.
Behind the back shot is the right shot there too.